your username. Maybe like you don't know. Dude, what's the topic? Hello?
What's up?
Do you support Donald Trump?
I do. I want to trade you pictures for a second. Hold on.
We don't do that here. We don't turn on cameras. I accidentally muted you.
There's an actual picture.
That's great. Yeah. Bill Clinton and Epstein.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know he's actually on the flight logs?
So is Trump, by the way?
No, he's not. Show proof.
Please let me find
He's not on the flight logs. He's mentioned. You know what mentioned is? Whoopi Goldberg was mentioned. Does that mean that she's on the Epstein Island?
You have a lot of background noise. I agree Bill Clinton should probably be put in prison. We don't disagree. So should Trump,
Okay.
though. That's where we
So,
disagree, because you are a
if
Trump.
Trump gets actually shown that he's not mentioned, like by fucking stupid emails and shit, he should be thrown in jail, 1,000%. But when there's no proof that he was on the flight
So you
logs,
support but you support an investigation against him, right?
yes, if it's shown that he's on the island, then to get rid of his ass.
Then we don't disagree. So what do you want to talk about?
But anyway, see, so you just proved to me them that like he's not been proven that he's on the island. But anyway, I got another one for you. You was talking about deportation earlier. Hold on one second.
Never said he wasn't on the island for certain. I said it's more likely than not to be. Another photo. Let's put it up for the YouTube chat. Sure. What about this?
Okay, so can you count?
I
And his
can
first
count.
term is 3.3 million. His second term hasn't been determined on how many he's deported yet.
In 2025, he
Obama.
deported 575,000 or 675,000.
Okay, well then that's still less than Obama and less than.
Then Biden, yes, and that's my point. He has worse border security because border security
No, no,
is
no.
reliant upon three things: deportations, apprehensions, and encounters. Donald Trump has less
Biden literally
deportations,
let in
apprehensions,
over.
and
Hey,
encounters.
hey, hey! In the comments, if you'll see, Biden let in over 14 million. It was the
Less
world.
than 14, less than 4
No,
million. He let
no, it
in.
wasn't. Really? Here,
What's your
I'll post it for you again. 5.56. Here you go. And then here's the other one. I'm gonna. And
still
then,
deportations?
yeah, it's Pew Research. Here you go. There you go. There's that part, and then there's that part. Reaching a record of 14 million. That's
What am I?
that's
What am
that.
I? I'm looking at the same photo.
No, in the comments, 5.56 million. And then
Okay, so
his
what you're
administration.
confusing? What you're confusing? So you quoted Pew Research, yes?
Yes.
What you're confusing is the number of undocumented immigrants in here. So under Biden, it reached 14 million people that were undocumented in here, but that accounts over all administrations. And if we look at just Joe Biden's administration, he let in less than 4 million. And what other people confuse is going to be encounters, around 9.9 million encounters. That doesn't mean they were undocumented, right? So according to Pew Research, and there's a graph for this that I can show you, Joe Biden only let in less than 4 million undocumented immigrants, so you're just straight up wrong.
And he didn't deport any of them.
He deported more than Joe Biden, more than
No,
Trump.
he didn't.
You agreed that Donald Trump deported less than Obama and Biden. You agreed.
No, he didn't. No, I didn't do Biden. Biden deported very little.
No,
Like
Biden, in
300,000.
comparing 2024 to 2025, Joe Biden deported more. That's according to
Show me where he
DHS,
deported more, because
Department of Homeland
the
Security.
last research I got, it was like 300,000 that he deported.
Department of Homeland Security.
Then show me where he deported more, and then
I gave you the source,
Yeah, the
Department of
last-
Homeland Security.
the last time I seen anything about it was 366 million or 366,000, which is far less than.
That's according to the Migration Policy Institute, migrationpolicy.org, and track reports. That's according to the New York Times, Congress.gov. That's according to Peterson Institute for International Economics, Center for Immigration Studies. Biden deported more than Donald Trump did. That's a fact.
So I've never heard of that.
Did Biden deport more than Donald Trump? The answer is yes. Biden had higher deportations, apprehensions, and encounters, which is all things needed when it comes to border security. Why are we supporting Trump? No reason at all to support Trump. No reason at all. Make sure you guys are hitting the follow button if you haven't already. Repost the live, share the live, do all the good things. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit the
I think it's a
subscribe.
quick Google search was 778,000 over 23 and 24. His last 2 years.
Yeah, and we're only taking it into account 2024 and then comparing it to 2025.
Okay.
But
that's
in
less,
referencing terms, because the photo you pulled up was terms. What you pulled up was in totality of their terms. Biden's administration deported more than Trump's first term.
Okay.
And then since Trump's term now isn't over, Biden's last year deported more than Trump's first year, second term.
It's still 778,000. It's like what I said, 680. It was only like 100,000 more difference, and that's not that much considering the fact that they let in 4.4 million.
Less than 4 million.
4.4. I've got it right here. Here, I've got it right here. Let me post it again. 5.6. That's not including your stupid thing that you was like, oh well, the 14 million isn't relevant. Well, that one's relevant. The 5.5 to 6 million. That's how many.
That's according to who?
The Pew Research for $500.
The graph says less than 4 million.
You told me not to account for the 14 million. That was the original state.
No, see, what you're getting mixed up.
6 million people, and he only deported 786,000.
That's not true. In the beginning of Biden's term, there was 10.5. In the beginning of Biden's term, there was 10.5 million undocumented immigrants, right, including all past admins. When Joe Biden left, there was 14 million undocumented immigrants. That is an increase of 3.5 million, less than 4 million. So Joe Biden, quote unquote, let in less than 4 million undocumented immigrants. That's according to Pew Research.
That's funny because I got my same exact research from Pew Research. It's 5.6 to 6 million.
Show you the graph. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. So here we go. So this was in the beginning of his term right here, and then this is the 14, right? So we do.
Are we seriously pulling this up from fucking Twitter?
No, this is Pew Research. What?
It looked like Twitter for 2 seconds. It looked like.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what happened. But this is the graph right here. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but you get the point. 2019, right there, 10.2, 10.5. Let's just say 10.2. It was still less than 4 million. It would be either 3.8 or 3.5 million, depending on how you want to look at this graph. But the point is, this is all under Biden, and it was only less than 4 million.
Even less than 4,778,000 is like a puny number compared to the amount of people you're letting in.
But the point is that Joe Biden deported more, had more apprehensions and better border security because of these reasons.
If you say so.
And Trump hasn't even passed a border policy. So why do you still support Trump then?
Because I'm Republican, and I vote Republican.
Republican and not support Trump. There's a lot of people that are Republican and don't support Trump. Donald Trump isn't the Republican Party. Like, he doesn't uphold Republican values.
Who ran as a Republican?
They can run as a Republican, just like John Fetterman. He's a Democrat, ran as a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He's a rhino, right? But the point is, Donald Trump doesn't uphold any Republican values. Republican values are going to be Christianity. He's not a Christian. But Republican values are going to be family-oriented. He's not a Christian. I completely like think that like liberal values are also going to be like family oriented. But the point is here, that's what typically Republicans say. Republicans are family oriented, Christian, etc. America first. Donald Trump is anti-Republican values, anti-America, and anti-family values.
Okay, so first term he went up against Hillary Clinton, and I just showed you that Bill Clinton was all over the Epstein files, and he had a lot more drama before that. So I wasn't going to vote Hillary Clinton. So the second
Hillary
term
Clinton
was
wasn't in the Epstein files. She
her
did everything
husband
wrong.
was all over it. So I'm not going to support somebody that was around somebody that was all over it during the time that supposedly
The
was
Epstein
going.
files were released in when?
Okay, but you know when they were happening? They were happening in the 90s. Who was the president during the 90s?
I
My
guarantee
God.
you weren't aware of the Epstein files, though. Promise you.
Really? Because okay, so do you know who? He's a comedian. God damn it! He just passed away. He was on the Man Show. Fuck. Anyway, he was out there and he literally went on the View and was telling people about Bill Clinton and all the stuff he was doing and actively getting thrown off of shows like The View. And then he was talking about OJ and his arrest stuff and how he thought that he was guilty, got thrown out or got fired from freaking SNL. He actively was acting out, talking about Bill Clinton. And do you know about the secretary he had that wound up unalived across the in the patio?
I've heard, yes.
Okay, so yes, he actively was talking about all the stuff that Bill Clinton was doing during the 90s and the 2000s and all that. So no, I'm not going to vote for somebody that was around all of that during the time that it was happening. In his second term, I didn't agree with anything that Biden was going on because 90% of it he was going based off Obama. Yeah, would it have been better because Obama was a decent president? Yes, but I'm not going to vote for somebody that couldn't even come up with their own actual stuff. They just had to piggyback
Biden
off
came up
somebody
with
else.
a lot of good policy.
After
with
he
his
started
own
running, he piggybacked off of Obama to start with. You can't say he didn't.
Every Democrat is going to have roughly the same outline of wanting to
He
progress
piggybacked
America.
off of Biden to begin with, or off of Obama to
That's
begin.
not
Or
true.
yes, he did. Just like he
Because
handed it over to Harris, and she
Harris
didn't.
was gonna do the same outline as the other Democrats like Obama and Biden,
Yes,
but it
because
was
he
still going to
handed
be
over all
different.
the votes to Harris. Anyway, I wasn't going to vote for that, and then I dang sure wasn't going to vote for Harris because she didn't even get all the votes herself. She literally got the votes that he got. She got handed to her.
Okay, so you would rather vote for someone who's harming America, harming immigration, and harming and
I
harming
just
every
proved to
American, and
you
you'd
that
rather
the
vote for a
three that
rapist
was
than
running
a woman.
against him were not fit because they were all running off somebody else's agenda, and that is the whole reason why I voted for
What?
somebody that
Harris
had
wasn't running off of someone else's agenda.
She got the votes and stuff from Biden. He coincided.
What? Okay. Who was the last Republican president? Bush. I'm pretty sure Bush was the last Republican president. Donald Trump got the votes from Bush.
Oh my God, you're not
See how
understanding.
stupid that sounds?
Okay, Biden was running. Okay, he had already was accumulating votes and going out and doing his tour and stuff. Then he backed out and handed it all to Harris.
That's not Harris's fault, though.
Okay, so she
Biden's
didn't
fault.
run by herself. She had to
No,
have it
she
someone.
did. She had 107 days and did her own campaign with
107 days.
Yes.
You know how long did the actual running party last?
I agree. It's way less, which is impressive because she only had 170 days, which means she's qualified. She was the most qualified presidential candidate in American history, by the way.
If you say so.
She
She
was.
piggybacked off of
What
everybody else.
qualifications did Trump have besides already being president?
Okay, what qualifications did Reagan have? Reagan had.
I don't like Reagan. Reagan was like top 5 worst of all time presidents.
If you say so, he's like literally some viewed as some of the best, along with.
No one says that. The only people who say that are far right. It is agreed upon that the Buchman and that Donald Trump and Reagan and Andrew Jackson, I believe, are like top 4 or 5 worst presidents in American history.
I used to have a stat. No, it's not. He's like in the top 20.
No,
Now
that's not
Trump
true.
is like yes, Trump is like way the fuck down there. Yes, it is. I had a
Reagan
fucking
is like Reaganomics, bro. Reaganomics fucked
Reaganomics
over
was
America.
god awful. Okay, but anything else that he did was pretty decent.
Name one good thing Reagan did.
Okay, besides Reaganomics, he had the Cold War where he ended that. The Gorbachev take down that wall, and then all that other stuff that he was doing, the political aspect of it, the fact that he was in the middle of a Cold War and then ended it.
This is just like word salad that politicians use. The point is that like you pivoted away from my question, which is the fact that like Donald Trump had no qualifications, none.
No, I used the same qualifications. You do realize that Reagan was an actor, correct?
Okay, but can we agree Harris was more qualified than Trump?
No.
Okay, then name the qualifications Donald Trump did then.
The fact that he was doing border patrol, the fact that he was going to talk about that he was going to lower
Harris
taxes.
was also going to do border patrol. Harris wanted to lower taxes.
Show me where she wanted to lower taxes, because she was a give to the rich, steal from the rich, give to the poor type, and then you realize
yes, exactly. She was going to increase taxes for anyone who makes more than $400,000 a year, and then she was going to decrease taxes for the average American.
Jeff Bezos and all those other ones would have jacked up prices because that would have taken
there's
money
no
out
evidence
of the
for
cost.
that.
It would have happened. You're going to take money out from the rich. There's no evidence, but it would have happened. You can't tell me 1,000.
You believe in things without evidence. That's ridiculous.
That's hilarious. You're going to tell me that you're going to walk up to a rich guy, you're going to steal $3,000 out of his wallet, and he's not going to fucking come and jack it up and then charge you interest? He's going to want money back.
No evidence that this was going to happen.
It's called inflation and then all the other bullshit.
Inflation? You don't even know what you're talking about.
Or extortion. There we go. Racketeering.
Extortion? That's not extort, bro. Oh my god. Do you think taxation is a form of extortion?
But anyway, they would have definitely say Amazon would have jacked up the freaking prices and stuff on everything.
That's not true.
Yes.